Hey, I'm gonna be here with my buddy Sean, and we're gonna show you how to wall ride. I'm 57 years old. I did this wall ride for the first time 2 years ago. So I'm not one of these guys that was a pro BMXer. I'm progressing real time along with you. You got responsibilities, family, kids, and you don't want to get mangled. Man, that's where I'm at too. Wall rides are totally different than anything else because they put together 3 different moves. And if you haven't done a wall ride, you've never put those moves together. So we're gonna talk about how I got through this wall ride. We're gonna ride it with Sean, who has his own approach to this wall ride, and we're gonna break it down step by step and get us all through this wall ride today. So you can see the angle of this wall. You're not gonna stick to it. This is why wall rides are scary. I can't walk up it. Your mind knows this doesn't work. This is the wall of death. The carnival ride that started in Coney Island in like 1911. This is our version of the wall of death.
Yeah, forget wall of death. It's actually the wall of Stoke, because once you really learn this thing, it just is the best feeling.
There are a lot of different kinds of wall rides. Your wall is not going to be exactly like this wall. They obviously go 2 different directions. Some people like to go this way. Some people like to go this way. I should be comfortable going this way, but I happen to be comfortable going this way.
Me too.
If your rear foot would be the foot that you rotate into. So traditionally, if you were right foot forward, this wall would feel good. I'm right foot back and it feels fine. You got to figure out like what feels right for you. You'll probably want to start with a smaller wall that you can roll onto.
I agree. I think it's better to find one you can roll into.
There's also curved walls. They cup you better because they're curved. These you tend to have less time with good connection to the wall. So you want to think about that when you're doing a wall ride like this.
Wall rides come in all different steepness. This one in particular is kicked back a little bit, which is nice because you're gonna need less force to kind of stick to it.
You picked a wall. The first thing we got to talk about is your approach. Before you get to the wall, a lot can go wrong and a lot can go right. So let's talk about that.
In the approach, you want to decide for sure that you're going to hit this thing. Don't make a last minute decision. So when you come down off of the last jump, you want to have your speed right. Most of the time, it is better to be faster. One of the #1 things I see is that people get up on the wall and don't stick. So on this particular wall ride, I pedal into 1 or 2 strokes to make sure that I'm going to stick.
There's a pretty clear direction that this wall ride goes, and if you follow it, it's pretty good. It's really good. In general, 45 degrees is about the sweet spot in terms of the angle into the wall. Between 35 and 50 degrees. I don't think you want to vary too much from that. With a wall like this where you're jumping into the wall, you're gonna hit the wall pretty hard. It's worthwhile to think about getting on the wall and being kind of soft. Try to relax. It's the first time, but still absorb that wall. As the wheels hit the wall, the suspension compresses and then your body compresses into it. It gives you more time on the wall and gives you time to stick to it and carve. So just be soft.
It is a speed thing that keeps you stuck to this wall, and then it's also a commitment. You need to commit to being at a 90-degree angle. Your mind is going to tell you, this is scary, I need to straighten up, and that's where it all goes wrong.
The #1 mistake with wall rides, people get on the wall and they've got good angle. You want to be pretty much 90 degrees off of the wall, but if you lift your head, you'll start to lift your body too. And then when you're like this, you see people slide down. So the most common thing is people getting vertical on the wall and then sliding down. To get like this, you need to make sure that you're turning your head and dropping your shoulder. You want to have that feeling where you're just cranking a berm.
Just commit to your speed and commit to your angle and live through it.
So this moment is one that makes people very nervous about wall rides, where the wall stops and there's air between you and your landing. The truth is, there's really not much to it. Some people like to do a bunny hop. You may see us starting to bunny hop at some point in the wall, but it's not mandatory.
Focus on this landing and it's almost like riding a berm with a small gap. It doesn't feel much different. So don't let your gaze get caught up on the end here. Keep looking through the whole way and follow through till you're on the landing.
If you watch Sean, he's gonna get up, he's gonna start carving down before he even exits. And his head and shoulders are turned, he's gonna downside this perfectly. So scary, yes. Difficult, not really. Okay, one thing that can make you feel a lot better if you're at a park and you're riding something like this is the builders designed it so that you can ride it. It's designed knowing that there's a flow up onto the wall. You're riding what the designers envisioned you to ride, which is air, but it's perfectly sculpted air. Thanks for watching our show on wall rides. Did he do it?
Nope.
Dang. Thanks for watching our show on, it's not a show, is it?
Yeah, it's a show.
It's a show. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, smash the buttons, and we will continue to make more. Throw some comments in there. We don't get enough comments. We'll see you next time on Joy of Bike.
Yo.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and